Men will see a woman shoveling the snow outside of her car, making her way, doing her thing, and they'll be like, oh ma, throw it in the street, ma. Yo, shovel my car. 7 men hit on me today. 0 men took that shovel away from me to help.
A lot of men just want to be above you at all times, so they don't even want to assist you because they're in competition with you.
Men needed to assist in helping her get back up because she was not cooperating, and no one did.
If she's being violated in public, I'm not. I'm gonna call the police.
Watching me unload my goddamn truck instead of helping. Like, what kind of men are y'all?
And literally just hit on me. It's funny. Men will see a woman shoveling the snow outside of her car, making her way, doing her thing, and they'll be like, oh ma, throw it in the street, ma. Yo, shovel my car, ma. Oh, I want to help you. Oh, I'm so tired. 7 men hit on me today. 0 men took that shovel away from me to help me. It's like bullshit. Because if that's the overall reaction to, having like a woman, 5'4", small waist, ass, whatever. Someone saying, oh, you look like Nicki Minaj. Bitch, that didn't even come from them. I do not know if chivalry is alive. I think it truly may be in the coffin. Yeah.
Yeah. You should have known that already. Like, a man will see you at the bar, right? Like you, want you, and not approach for that same exact reason. I'll tell you what's going on, because a lot of men, not every guy's going, I want to go across these borders. I think every guy should, but that's not the case. Some guys got to stay, or some guys may want to. But if they have to deal and they have to live a regular life, they're not going for the nonsense, right? Because so much has happened. This has been going on for the longest. But let's continue, because the next video, woof, they're trying, and they're even crying.
Completely snapped while unloading cargo at a warehouse. She was doing the work alone while a group of men stood around outside, walking, watching, not helping.
Because y'all are watching me unload my goddamn truck instead of helping. Like, what kind of men are y'all? That shit blows me.
To her, it didn't feel like job duties. It felt like being stared at, ignored, and treated like a show instead of a worker. She said it was uncomfortable and disrespectful. But the comments exploded immediately. A lot of people fired back and said, this is the job you signed up for. Unloading is part of being a driver. No one stopped you. No one forced you to do it alone.
My point exactly.
Not helping doesn't mean they owe you anything. Others went even harder and said, equality doesn't mean people jump in and do your work for you. If you can do the job, you do the job. So now that's the real argument. Is this about disrespect, or is it about work boundaries? Was she being treated unfairly, or did she turn "no one helped me" into a gender issue? Comment section, say it straight.
Man, she thought, because right back there, she was packing a wagon, dragging it, and thought that was going to have men jump to her rescue. So a man jumps to your rescue, right? You're not giving him the number. You're an independent boss queen. Hear me roar. Now, other male truck drivers, right? They're unpacking trucks by themselves. They're not complaining. I know a couple of truck drivers who unpack trucks by themselves. They're not complaining. How dare you get on the internet and do that, right? When so many of you are independent now, why did you get the truck job? And she got that little pink headset on her head, trying to look cute when you're trucking. Get it together. But you have to understand, men aren't coming to your rescue.
because the men do not help you. I've been away for about 3 weeks now and we have seen some things, okay? Like last night, for example, there was a girl that fell off the ledge of something onto rocks.
Wow.
And men needed to assist in helping her get back up because she was not cooperating and no one did. Tell me why it took five minutes. Women were rushing over from people screaming and asking for help, and no man stopped to help. And then when one finally did stop and help, there were 2 down there. One of them said, walked away. The other one hoisted her up, put her down and said, I'm not dealing with you anymore, and then walked off. And then when I said, you're a bit of a dickhead because you are for speaking to her like that, he then came back and tried to hit me in the face and was like, who are you calling a dickhead? Who are you calling a dickhead? Just be mindful if you're traveling to Europe, Asia, wherever it is that you're going, always make sure that you have a friend with you. And if you are intoxicated or, I mean, honestly, I know that sometimes you can't help it, but just try to not get to that level, because I've seen women get to that level on this holiday and the men don't help. Maybe it was just luck of the draw, but these men, none of them helped. And when they did, they complained and then tried to square up with me. So just be very, very mindful of your drinks, of your friends, of your safety in general. Just be so mindful, because last night we saw something happen that could have escalated so quickly, and it really can happen so quickly. So just be so freaking mindful, babes. Honestly, it's scary.
She tried to bring feminism to other countries, and the men weren't having it. That's all that happened. You understand, there's no hear me raw over in France or in the Philippines or wherever you are, right? There's no hear me raw. Like, the man checked you. They were checking you. The guy came for her head. See, you know what the guy said? You're not in the West. It came right at you. Now you see what happens when you go around to different countries doing this? It happens in other countries because you may very well have been in a patriarchy, believe it or not, where the ladies don't have loud mouths, where the ladies are feminine and delicate, right? So you guys see it. You see it here. This is what females are experiencing. She, in a way, is kind of like a passport, sis, right? But one of the ones that travel for vacation. She thought it was the other way, but it's not the other way. You won't get your way when you're across these borders. And she realized it the hard way. The man stepped to her like, who you talking to? You think you're a man? Who you talking to? Even like, who? What you say? What you say? She's trying to act tough now. But the man running up on, what you said? I didn't say nothing. Tell the truth. Don't get on the internet and say it with your chest. When he ran up on you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I'm sorry, sir. That face you got right there. I'm sorry, sir. That was the face you made. I'm sorry, look with the hand. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. Come on now. You got checked. But let me hear what this brother got to say.
If she's being violated in public, I'm not. I'm going to call the police. Let me tell you about a situation that happened to me about, when was this? What at Dorney Park. That was my 2000 what? Probably like 2003. My son and my daughter was like 3 or 4 years old. So we was at amusement park, right? 2003 at Dorney Park in Allentown, Pennsylvania. And I was waiting in line, and there was some type of domestic dispute going on with a young woman and a young man. So As it kind of progressed, old buddy hit girl. She went flying over the trash can. Me being a courteous dude I am, I'm trying to bring it up like, hey, bro, you know what I mean? Don't do that to the girl. He swung on me. It didn't connect, but I connected. Started. I had the ball over the counter drilling him. Mang, 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 just going in on him. And guess who hit me upside the head with, I don't know what it was, but it was hard enough for to put a split in the back of my head. You guessed it, old girl that he mollywopped over the trash can. I turn around in amazement, like, I'm helping you, and you helping him. Then she swung on me again. This is probably the only time I ever put hands on a woman. I put her around her back pocket. Mang. Look, my granddaughter over said, Mang. Listen. And then my lady was right there. She's about to fight old girl. But my son, my youngest son kept running. And Bull was still over the counter, kind of like I don't know if he was knocked out or he was just dazed. He couldn't do nothing. But then by that time, security came. You know what I mean? They broke it up, right? And, you know what I mean? Everybody told the security what happened and everything. You know what I mean? He was like, yo, you know, you did the right thing. I'm like, yo, I was trying to help her. But she turned around and hit me in the back of my head, split the back of my head because I'm bleeding in the back of my head. And in all actuality, now I don't know what happened to them, but maybe they seen this story now. But now I'm not helping another woman if she's being violated in public. I'm calling the police and let them do their job because that was a viable lesson learned. It ain't happening again.
The man tried. It sounded like he was putting in some work on that dude. Seriously. Caught him so he was dazed. Men don't try. Men won't help. Look what happens when he helped. Got hit in the back of the head, probably with a metal object by the female. If it split his head, it most likely was a metal object in the back of his head, all for helping. That'll make a man say, I'm never helping again like he just did. Come on now.
The minute you reject him. My darling, let me give you a relationship tip, okay? Today, it's all about the male colleague who was overly friendly with you, was being super nice to you, helping you with everything, actually guiding you. You thought him as a friend, but then he suddenly pulled out that I like you card and you said, I'm actually not interested in you in that way. And he suddenly stops helping you in all way possible and actually becomes an anti for you and tries to sabotage you. Yeah, that's men. The minute you stop or do not accept him or reject him in particularly these scenarios, or the elder man in your office who was super sweet to you and now suddenly is grumpy and nasty and is overchecking your work and micromanaging you because you said no to him having an affair with you beyond his wife, or taking you out or going to a hotel with him. Yeah, that's men. Not generalizing all men, but it happens way too often to not talk about this situation, okay? So some of these men, because generalizing men is not what I believe in, but a lot of these men do this. So when they do this, they're nice to you, they're kind to you. It's because they have a motive. They have an ulterior motive of getting you, of being the man who gets you in the office. This happens a lot. The new girl is, being held by all the guys because everybody is fighting over who's going to get her actually. Who gets to tell in the male group chat, I got her. I slept with her. She's mine. Yeah, that happens. I'm sorry. Yeah. So you need to be very careful whom you take as a friend in the male species, because I'm not saying all. There's some great men who are great friends with women with no fancy feelings about it, but particularly in a concept of a colleague, be very careful who he is, because he might not actually want to be friends with you. He might have an ulterior motive, and he's doing it and making it a friend card because he still thinks he has a chance to be with you. I said what I said. Don't be mad at me, but this happens way too often for not make a video about it, darling.
And I mean what I say. Any man that comes into your life and does not have the intentions on helping you is going to be your biggest downfall. If a man is trying to mess with you, he's coming into your life, he's trying to deal with you, he's trying to sleep with you, he needs to come with something, because a lot of these men try to confuse you and convince you that you need to have some value to sit at his table as if he's not pursuing you. I've dealt with men, and I'm pretty sure other women have dealt with men who come into your life and try to tell you, oh, you don't have this together, or you need to do this, or you need to do that. And sometimes a lot of these men will have certain resources, or they will have certain things that could assist you. And instead of actually stepping in and assisting you, not necessarily financially, but just with some type of advice sometimes, or even just other resources, instead of offering you those things, or instead of giving you those things, they're too busy trying to downplay you or talk down on you or keep you from those resources. A lot of men just want to be above you at all times, so they don't even want to assist you or see you grow, because they don't ever want to feel like they're beneath you, and they don't ever want to feel like you're doing better than them because they're in competition with you. Get away from those types of men. I watched a whole video about a young lady was basically talking about a dude that she dealt with, and he was beating her down, telling her about how she didn't have a certain credit score, how she didn't have a certain amount of money in her account. And it's like, as the man that I'm dealing with, if you feel like I'm not where I'm supposed to be, or even if you love me enough, and I'm not saying you have to leech off no man, but any man that actually loves you and wants to deal with you and actually cares about you, if you're not where you should be, or you don't have a certain amount of money, he's not going to beat you down about it. If anything, he's going to give you that amount. For real, for real. If anything, he's going to teach you how to build your credit score. If anything, he's going to teach you how to get to that car, or that home, or that job, or that career that you.
But a man teaching something, a lot of times it's not going to be followed, right? You ever tell somebody something and then they do the opposite of what you tell them? It can be something so simple. That's how a lot of you females operate. You may not realize it, or you may look at a man as weak and soft. And what you have to understand is, a lot of times, and you can tell from one of the last videos, men aren't trying to be your best friends. Men want something out of the deal, 9 times out of 10. So what's happening is, and I don't know what they're going to say. Somebody's going to look at this video, my reaction, and say, they expect this. You're doing right. You're doing right, he does. He expects it. He's with you for a reason. He's around you for a reason. Right? Because what happens is, a lot of you ladies won't be best friends with a Chad unless you're trying to slide and ride. Girls end up in the friend zone too. We got to call out exactly what's happening in the world. That's what's happening. Females end up in friend zones too. I wonder why.
He is going to be an aid to getting you where you need to be, because he's a man and he leads. Does he not? A lot of women also like to piggyback off that and tell you, oh, you need to already come prepared and all this other stuff. But these are also the same women who are either single or typically end up with a man who's leeching off them. Let's state some facts. Again, if you're dealing with a man who beats you down, or does not make you feel better, or does not help you, instead of beating you down, like he has something to say about every area of your life, but does not want to assist you in those areas, you need to get rid of that man, because that man is not the man for you. That man is not your man. Not saying he belongs to another woman, but he damn sure don't belong to you.
Well, yeah. If I don't belong to you, then I belong to another woman, because that's the advice you give, and that's how men say it now. Right? We're not responsible for helping anyone but ourselves. That time has come. Men are tired of it. Look what happened. Look what the guy had his own family last time. Did his wife, which is him, have a man that's doing that to her? No. But you do. Why is that? Why did that man decide to haul off and put his hands on you? Or why are you in a situation where you need help that way? Obviously, you didn't get enough lessons from people around you. So understand why men don't want to help anyone but themselves, or someone they know, maybe their cousin, their female cousin. Men will still do that unless she's wondering, oh, you cursing dudes out. The guy's not getting involved. Oh yeah, come over here and beat him up. No, I'm not beating up nobody. I'm minding my business. Let her do it. Let her go ahead.
Let daddy work.
Let daddy work. What's that about?
They would not give up their seats. They would not give up their seats. They said that they was going to fight the women and the children for their... That's what they said. That's what they really said. That's what they really... Yo. We're not delusional. The men just told on themselves. This video viral right now. Like, I'm scared I don't come over here. That's why I'm like low-key whispering. Because I thought I was going to open the comments. I was like, why is this on my For You page? I thought being like in complete disagreement. No. Everybody was in agreement. All the men were in agreement. And we sitting up here thinking most of the men gonna be like Jack. We sitting up here thinking most of the men gonna be like Jack. Because even Jack was okay with like, dang, like I love you, Rose, like. But even Jack was willing to just rock. He was okay with that. Then she, she jumped like that. But yeah, no, that's my For You page. Maybe it was on my For You page so I can let y'all know.
That's cops walk right by.
I didn't say I didn't choose to tell you to have that baby. No, but why a woman have to talk? Why listen, I didn't tell you to have that baby. That way, but you're a whole man. You can't help me. Maybe like that. I'm gonna see if I can plug it in.
Level one. She liked him. She targeted him.
I didn't choose to tell you to have that baby. No, but why a woman have to talk? Why listen, I didn't tell you to have that baby. That way, but you're a whole man. You can't help me. You need to take the help. She helped you.
Most men in 2025 are a disgrace. Let me just tell you what I just witnessed, okay? I am in a shopping center by my house. There is a grocery store in this shopping center. As I'm pulling in, a couple, girl and a guy, come walking out in front of me, whole cart full of groceries. You know who's pushing the cart? The female. The female's pushing the cart. And not only is the female pushing the cart, she has a boot on her foot. Like one of the, I call them a moon boot. The moon boots, like she's injured. He is holding his keys, his vape, and the receipt. While his girlfriend, who is clearly injured, pushes the fucking cart. Where did we lose it along the way? Where did we lose it along the way? I don't understand. Push the cart, push the stroller, carry the bags, open the door. Like, when do we lose that? It's disgraceful. It's just disgraceful at this point.
Thinking about, I've seen Haitian women, Jamaican women, Puerto Rican women, Dominican women, Cuban women. I've seen damn near all women have cussed their man out. But I never seen a Mexican woman. Have y'all ever seen? Them Mexican women be happy. They be happy. I haven't seen it. Them Mexican women be happy. You hear me? Because I don't never see them argue with their men. I seen in my whole life, seen a Mexican woman argue or cuss her man out. Y'all let me know, because I ain't seen it.
harassed, abducted, terrible things happening to them, lives being lost because of the men we have put in place to protect us do not want to do their job. And I really think it's because they are taught that women are overreactive and emotional. And here is my story time of what happened today. I was walking around the Newport Mall in Jersey because I wanted to pick up some stuff and I wanted to leave. I was going to exit, and luckily I was on the phone with one of my friends, because as I was going to like the exit that I normally leave out of, there was this very large man that came up and he was like, excuse me, miss, and exactly like that with his hand. He was like reaching out towards me to either shake my hand or something, but it was like very high and it was like, excuse me, miss, and he kept doing this. Like he kept trying to like touch me. And I thought he was just trying to like hit on me or talk to me or something. And I was just like, no, thank you. No, thank you. Like, I'm going to leave. And he starts getting very upset. No, thank you. No, thank you. Why? And then I look towards the exit and there's two men standing there that he's making eye contact with, and they're making eye contact back at me. And I noticed, because I just like, instead of going to the exit, I just went around and like down to see more stores, and they would go back, and every time he would approach a woman, he would specifically approach women, specifically like smaller women as well, like shorter, more petite. And every time they like failed, that he didn't end up talking to them, he would go back and like dab up the guys over there. So I knew they were all working together. Immediately I'm like, no, like this is not okay. Like something weird is going on. I don't care if they're trying to like get money from people. I don't care if they're trying to kill women. Like either way, if you're approaching women and clearly making them uncomfortable, I'm going to tell a trusted adult. So I start looking around the mall and I finally find a security guard, and he has like the whole like outfit on and everything. It says K9 unit on the back. And I say, hi, are you like with mall security? And straight up, he just goes, maybe. Literally goes, maybe, what do you need? What, in what world would you be like, no, I'm not mall security while you're wearing your full outfit? Like, this is what I mean. I tell him the situation. There's multiple men over there. He asked me to describe them. And I said, listen, I feel very uncomfortable because they're guarding the exit, which I leave, and they were watching me try to leave. And then they keep approaching other women, and it's just making everybody uncomfortable. Can you please just go check it out? Tell them to stop. He walks over, doesn't even say a word to them. He walks, actually, because we're walking kind of together, he just walks straight past them. Doesn't even say, hey guys, what are you doing? Like, he doesn't try to talk to them or anything. He just straight up walks me out of the mall and doesn't talk to them at all. And as I'm walking, I'm turning around to be like, are you gonna say something? And he's just not talking, doesn't say anything, and then goes back to wherever he was and does his thing. Like, this is what I mean. Like, they do not care. Also, before this, whenever they like directly approached me and I like decided to like not go to my exit and just keep going straight, there was a woman, like a single mom, like with both of her kids, and she was like staring at either side of the guys and the exit she was supposed to go out of, and she did not feel safe going through. You could tell she was like, okay, like what the hell do I do? And so she just turned around. If it is your only job to be mall security and you see people are uncomfortable, you see women are being like targeted, why would you not want to do something?
She put it in her head, the target thing, women being targeted. And you know, she's fishing and farming for females to jump behind her. Look at the hair. Why do you have on pink hair to match your lipstick? Actually, the hair is more pink than your lipstick. Why? Why are you on the internet doing this? And I got to show you guys this because it doesn't stop. This right here, I got to show you guys. This blows my mind. Look, this is her. Look where she made this. I gotta show you guys this. She made this video in May 24th. Genuinely so disappointed. Story time, Jersey. Man, she is a feminist. And what they're trying to do, as you see that other lady, they're trying to bring it across the borders. And men are not having it. Stay in America with that nonsense. Yeah, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Peace out. See you next video.
The Iceman is coming!
Winter is here.